The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
There are ideas throughout history that have been catastrophic. The Hindenburg, the Titanic, these gross popsicles, this dude's haircut, this Marvel cookbook. Seriously, a Marvel cookbook? Just look at the recipe for Spider-Man pancakes. Prepare pancakes according to instructions and drizzle chocolate syrup in a cobweb pattern. That's it? What a letdown. Who even needs this book? Talk about a useless product. Speaking of useless things, let's talk about the news that there's going to be a Lando Calrissian spin-off series coming to Disney+. But Jeff, you might say, you love Lando. Billy D. Williams is the man. Yes, spastic viewer, you're correct, he is. But this is Donald Glover Lando, or Dong Lover as he'll be known the rest of the video. It's not a dig at the alphabet community. No, it's just a portmanteau of his name. Drop the ALD from Donald and move the G over and you have Dong Glover, which fits the modern Lando incredibly well. Right now it's just a rumor, but the dumbest site on the net, the Mary Sue, is reporting on this, so it must be true. Set phasers to stunning and brave, and let's take a look at this. Rumors of a Lando Star Wars TV series with Donald Glover. Bring on the capes. Ugh. A Disney Plus series for our favorite cape-wearing spaceman? You definitely have my attention. Rumors are flooding Twitter over the idea of young Lando Calrissian getting his own series on the streaming platform, and it makes for plenty of ideas where we could see Lando next. Donald Glover could be taking on Lando Calrissian's cape once more, and I, for one, would love to see it. And no one gives a shit what you think. The rumor started circulating when Kessel Run Transmissions talked about it on their show. Neither Disney or Lucasfilm have confirmed or denied the idea, but the internet is happy with even the prospect of a Lando show. No, we're not. Honestly, if this is just some way of using the principles of The Secret to will a Lando series into existence, I'm here for it. You know, for somebody that likes to be positive, please use your powers for good and no more spin-offs from Solo, a Star Wars story. The first time we saw Glover as Lando was in Solo, a Star Wars story, a movie that is either beloved or brushed aside depending on who you talk to. Solo rules and I will fight anyone who dares to say it doesn't. Okay, maybe not fight, but I do love Solo. You know, it's interesting how quick you backtracked because I don't love Solo, and maybe I was ready to fight. Who knows? But you backed down first, thank you. But most everyone agreed that Glover embodied the brilliance that Billy D. Williams brought to Lando and managed to bring to life a younger Lando Calrissian in a way that fit perfectly with the Lando we knew from The Empire Strikes Back and beyond. Except about the part where he fucks robots, but hey, we'll get into that a little later. Now, Lando had been back in the prequel adventure with Han as a return to the franchise, as well as returning to the franchise as Billy D. Williams in Rise of Skywalker. So if there's a series starring Donald Glover, it'll be interesting to see where it would take us, especially if it's even before he meets Han Solo. Meaning we'd have more of Phoebe Waller-Bridge's L337. Joy. Maybe a series about how Lando got the Falcon in the first place, how he fell in love with the revolutionary droid, or, if we do have more Lando after the adventures in Solo, could it mean a return of Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo? I hope this just isn't a rumor, but is instead something that they are actually doing at Disney+. Lando Calrissian is one of those characters who is incredibly fun to watch and learn more about, and seeing him on screen in any capacity would be fun. But a series set before him in Empire Strikes Back and covering how he got to Bespin? That'd be fun. I'd watch 8 episodes of Lando existing in Cloud City just for the hell of it. Whatever happens, at least we'll know that if there's going to be a Lando series, we'd all be excited about it. Speak for yourself, lady. Optimism is a great thing. Hell, I've been called Optimism Prime myself by absolutely no one. But just like the Gentle Giant execs who asked, is there actual demand for merchandise based off the sequel trilogy? I too ask if there's actual demand. The obvious answer is no, but that doesn't stop these reality challenged individuals. Let's just remind everyone of something. Solo lost money. Why continue the adventures of this degenerate spasshole? It's not like these people want more. They didn't even want their initial serving. It wasn't good. Yes, there was worse, but it doesn't matter. It died a horrible death at the box office. Now, to the best of my recollection, most people complained about the new Lando. 40 million views ago, people were not happy with Lando's new sexual proclivities. So why does Disney think continuing the adventures of Magnus Robotfucker is a good idea? It's not, and don't even get me started on that. If this show is real, that means more L337, which, outside of Holdo, there isn't a worse Star Wars character. Can you name one? I'll wait. I'd rather have a Jar Jar Binks trilogy before I'd give another minute of my time to L337 or Holdo. Thankfully, both characters are dead, so moving forward, we won't have to watch any of them. Speaking of, let's watch the death of L337. Ah, that's great. One more time, please. Yeah, take it. So just for the shits, gigs, and a reminder, Solo lost money. Like, a lot. It was a failure to the nth degree. So riddle me this, Batman. Why would anyone want more? They don't. That's what star Alden Ehrenreich had to say. Alden Ehrenreich on what it would take for him to return as Han Solo. It's hard to imagine that it was only 2 years ago that Alden Ehrenreich made his debut as young Han Solo in Solo: A Star Wars Story. Since we've seen the conclusion of the Skywalker saga and entered an uncertain midway point between whatever comes in the next era of Star Wars, at this point, we all know there will be more of the super popular TV series The Mandalorian and other Disney Plus shows. But there's also been no news yet about the next big Star Wars movies. And between Solo and the end of the Skywalker saga, Ehrenreich went relatively MIA. There's been no word on his future as Han Solo, but in a new profile by Esquire, Ehrenreich discusses where he went and what his outlook on the future of the Star Wars universe could be. Ehrenreich tells Esquire, "It was basically a 3-year experience from pre-production to the release of the movie, and I just wanted to be a person, connect with people in my life, spend time and develop as a person outside of those worlds. And then, you never know." When asked if he'd return to reprise his role as Han Solo, Ehrenreich said, "It depends on what it is. It depends on how it's done. It depends if it feels innate to the story." He never saw the rise of Skywalker, and he also didn't know the name of the Mandalorian. As for a Solo sequel, it doesn't seem like there's anything going on right now. "No, I don't know anything about that. I mean, I think our movie was kind of the last of the conventional era Star Wars movie release time," he said. But there was a sliver of hope. He had heard some rumors about happenings in the Star Wars world. "I've heard some stuff, but nothing concrete," he says. Ooh, concrete stuff. I wonder what that could be. I don't really care. So there's no sequel coming. If I'm Disney, I walk away, but they cannot because it would prove the fans were right all along. This new Star Wars crap is just that. Poop. So what do you do in ignorant defiance? Make a TV show that continues no one's favorite version of Lando. Where do you go? Is it a drama like The West Wing chronicling Lando's ascent to the Baron of Cloud City? Are they hiring Aaron Sorkin for this shit? I don't think so. It's not going to work. Nothing will. If we look at the myriad of Star Wars projects in development, The Bad Batch, Cassian Andor's TV Funhouse, The Floor is Lava starring Obi-Wan Kenobi, and more, like the all-female Star Wars series or Rian Johnson's yet unnamed trilogy, only a few seem like they'll ever see the light of day. I see Cassian Andor the same way as I look at this Lando show, a show about something so incredibly uninteresting that paint peeling on R2-D2 seems riveting by comparison. Part of this problem stems from the IP mining. Companies pay so much money, so much damn money for these properties, then they milk them dry. I get it from a business standpoint, but then they mess up because they assume the brand will bring all the money no matter the quality, and that's not the case. Marvel had an easy time turning the Avengers into a billion-dollar cash cow because they picked the best Avengers. It's not like they threw Two Gun Kid or D-Man into Endgame. Why? Well, maybe society isn't ready for D-Man. 1 part Daredevil, 1 part Wolverine, and all parts gay. Yeah, that's not a dig. He's one of Marvel's gay characters. More power to him and all that, but his sense of style is just terrible. Where Star Wars is screwed is that they assume just because it says Star Wars, it will succeed. That's not the case. Solo proved that. Marvel isn't out there making a Pace Pot Pete streaming show, and they shouldn't. But some adventures of Wolverine doing secret missions for the Canadian government, that sounds pretty cool actually. Kevin Feige, make it happen. Star Wars is at a disadvantage here because they're trying to get characters people know about in these shows. Too bad they kill off all the characters the fans love the most, Han and Luke. All things considered, this show isn't happening. It's just a rumor, and most of those don't pan out. Could this one be true? Well, ask Kevin Garnett. Like he says, anything is possible. So I find these types of things funny. Just the announcements, these blind announcements. We're going to put out dates, we're going to put out times, we're going to make it happen, and nothing happens. And a little bit of revisionist history is nice every once in a while, especially when it comes from the Mary Sue, because it just goes to show you how removed from reality that website is. I mean, if you go and you look at everything they've published, most of it's crap. Very rarely do they offer anything that resembles quality journalism. Opinion pieces are fine, but if your whole website's built on that, don't try to report on things differently than they actually happen. That's called lying, and nobody likes a liar. So folks, I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited for a Lando Calrissian show? Like the title card says, why? Why make this show? Why continue something from a movie that absolutely no one enjoyed? I don't know, nor do you. But that's it for me for today, folks. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and hit your notification bell turned on to all. We've been talking to a couple people, other YouTubers, and we found out that when YouTube made this big change, they turned your notification setting from all to personalized. So you might not be getting our videos. People are like, did you guys stop making YouTube content? No, we didn't. YouTube stopped telling you about it. So just come to our channel every couple days and check us out. Every Tuesday and Thursday night, we are live. We will tell you when our videos are up for that following week, and you guys can come back and check it out. But if you want to know right away, hit that bell notification to all so you don't miss out on anything from World Class Bullshitters. And if you really like us and you want more, we're over on Patreon. Right now, we're introducing our vlog series. Each guy is going to have his own personal vlog. We have 2 or 3 3 episodes of the Kendo Chronicles, as well as the first chapter of the Utam Diaries. I myself am going to start creating a couple when I'm out of town this weekend. And Dion, well, Dion will come up with some stuff that'll be rather interesting. But he's the only member of the show I feel like I should watch his stuff first before I upload it. But I digress. So folks, thank you for watching, but most importantly, always be excellent to each other.